color that wasn't caught. They were forced to put that card back up and draw a different card. But it was a face down card to spawn, and it is the better card for the wild card. Then that card and any unchallenged cards are placed into the discard pile for free, which means that if there is more than one player whose last card is this face down card that went unchallenged, those players win the game simultaneously. Now, is this scenario like this happening? No, but it's cool to know it's possible nevertheless. This Uno card breaks the game. Uno is a card game where only one person can win.
I think the dumbest thing in blox was I played for 24 hours straight so I could become solo from One Piece. I started from level 1 and immediately got to work. I got Buddha, double XP, and a sword and started spam cooking, completing the first piece in under 5 hours. Hardest sword to get. Since I was on a time limit, I used multiple accounts to server hop and find the sword dealer, which only took about 2 hours. Next, I needed to get every sword to mastery 300, and I needed money. In order to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, I decided to start leveling up. I would get money from questing, and I would get the mastery XP I needed from the mobs. And finally, after 15 hours of playing blox non-stop, I had finally gotten the true triple katana. Once I made it to the first set, I wanted to get a blessing on my sword as a cherry on top. And at this point, I was so tired, I wasn't thinking straight, because I spent over 35 hours in Roblox on mythic skulls. But after 25 skulls, I was solo. World's greatest swordsman. I get the dumbest thing in blox group. I played for 24 hours straight, so I could become solo from One Piece. I started from level 1 and immediately got to work. I got Buddha, double XP, and a sword, and started spam cooking, completing the first piece in under 5 hours. Next, I had to get the true katana, the hardest sword to get. Since I was on a time limit, I used multiple accounts to server hop and find the sword dealer, which only took about 2 hours. Next, I needed to get every sword to mastery 300, and I needed money. In order to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, I decided to start leveling up.
Bro, we might actually be safe, because what do you mean the first news that actually worked? The first news for 2026 just dropped, and for once, it's not raining off dark. We all know 2025 is literally the darkest year in years. We have those 67 kids screaming directly into our souls. That terrifying calendar guy absolutely destroying the timeline. And grown adults were genuinely breaking down because they couldn't escape the AI meme slump. Everyone kept saying the news is that effect. Like, nah, bro, it's over, the internet is cooked forever. But then the clock hit midnight, and the timeline was up. No screaming points, no screaming points, no nonsense, and it's fine way too high. The first time we're thinking the year is actually not. Take a look at
On a train, a 24-year-old young man sat by the window, eyes wide with wonder. Dad, look! The trees are moving backward! He shouted with childlike joy. His father smiled quietly. A young couple sitting nearby exchanged glances, trying not to laugh. They whispered to each other. Acting like that? Moments later, the young man beamed again. Dad, look! The clouds! They're running with us! The couple couldn't help themselves. They leaned over gently and said, Sir, why don't you take your son to the big doctor? Laughter broke out from other passengers. Then the boy gasped, Oh, look! Even the people are walking backward too! Another man chuckled, Sir, no offense, but maybe the couple's right. Their son clearly needs more help. The father, still smiling, looked at him and said quietly, The train fell silent. He continued, My son was blind.
They went to sleep with a burning candle and several sharp pins. Well, some people didn't have a lot of luck, so they pushed metal pins into the sides of the candle at different heights. Each pin marked a specific time. As the candle burned down, it would eventually reach a pin. The pin would fall onto a metal plate below, making a sharp clatter, and that sound was just loud enough to wake them up. When he took a bite out of the burger, it wasn't beef. It was thousands of mosquitoes. In some parts of Africa, people actually make mosquito burgers. That's when huge swarms fill the air. They wave their hands through the clouds, and the metal instantly becomes covered in Stick plastic bottles into the ceiling. On the outside, it looks pointless. But when people stick recycled bottles with bleach inside into their roof, the water does something that will shock you. But first, if you love your phone more than your mom, ignore this. But if you love your mom more than your phone, hit like, subscribe, and if you love her the most, drop a heart emoji in the comments. Immensely populated slumber. Different Chris lights up on you. I went to sleep with a book.